Hello guys, welcome back to your AsianDrama.com. My name is Sa, and I just like to post about Asian dramas, romance variety shows, all that good stuff. I want to say happy Easter to everyone that celebrates it. Happy Easter, and hope you guys all had a good Sunday with your friends and family. Today I want to discuss my personal favorite rankings from all the Heart Signal seasons, including the Korean and Chinese versions. And there are 3 Heart Signal Korean versions, and there's 4 Heart Signal Chinese versions. So let's start the rankings. Alright, coming in the bottom of the list is number 7 is Heart Signal Chinese version season 3. And the reason why this is the bottom of the list is because unfortunately this season was heavily edited out due to a scandal between the male guest, the 4th male guest. So he had to be, I think, pretty much edited out of the show, and then the 4th male the 4th female of the show also had to be edited out due to the scandal of the 4th male guest having had a girlfriend at the time, pretty much lying and being pretty much like not a good person, and so they had to heavily edit out the season, and as each episode progressed you could tell. But I will preface by saying all Heart Signal seasons I love. I watch them all. I think they are wonderful. So this is just my ranking, just for personal reasons, but at the end of the day I still enjoy every single one of them. So yeah, that's my ranking for number 7, Heart Signal Chinese version season 3. Next on my list I have Heart Signal Korean version season 2. And the reason why I think season 2 is my least favorite, because I don't actually remember much that happened in that season. I do like the castmates, and I think they're all lovely and good people, but I just don't find myself ever rewatching that season. And I did rewatch it recently just to, like, you know, try to remember what all these seasons were, so I can have better rankings, you know, so I can better rank the seasons. And I still enjoy it, but I definitely did not enjoy it as much as the other seasons. So I think that's the reason why I don't remember it as much and why I don't rewatch it. But yes, Heart Signal season 2 Korean version is number 6 on my list. Next on my list is the one that started the whole Heart Signal craze. It's Heart Signal season 1 Korean version. And yeah, this season will of course always hold a special place in my heart, because it's the first of the whole Heart Signal series, and then create a whole bunch of other like romance series spin-offs such as Yes I Do, The Secret X, so on and so on. But yeah, I really enjoyed this season, and it was so cool to see, you know, Chinese dating show where it was pure and wholesome, and seeing 6-7 strangers live together and figure out who's gonna cook together, who's gonna sit next to each other, who we're gonna send text message to at the end of each day. It was just really, really exciting, and it was such a great dating show. It was such a breath of fresh air than the Western dating shows we're used to seeing, and I thought that was really nice to have this change of scenery. So yeah, Heart Signal Korean season 1 is definitely on my list, number 5. Next up on my list, very similar, is Heart Signal Chinese version season 1, and I was also excited to see the Chinese version of Heart Signal and to see how they would go about it and what were the differences. And I will say I really enjoyed it. It's actually up there on one of my favorites as well, and I have a hard time with this one as in like if I should have ranked it higher or not, because I do rewatch a lot of the season as well, except for the last episode, only because it was really heartbreaking for me, and the one I wanted to get with a certain person didn't. So yeah, that was sad. But anywho, that's just how it goes, you know. Sometimes who you're rooting for ends up finding someone else or gets rejected. That's part of love. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this season. I thought it was great, you know, to see that the Chinese version was done very well, and it was cool seeing a different aspect of Chinese version compared to Korean version. Cracking the top 3 is Heart Signal season 3 Korean version, and I really, really love this version. It's my favorite out of the Korean version, and I really liked a lot of the castmates, especially Manji. Am I saying that right? It's been a while since I've seen it, but I really liked one of the castmates who she was a car engineer, so it was really cool to see the different backgrounds of different girls and guys. It was just really nice to see everyone and all their different careers and jobs, and I really enjoyed season 3, the most recent one. I really liked everyone, and the love triangle, the love quartet, and seeing how people's emotions and feelings played out. And then I remember the setting I really enjoyed watching because I think it was the winter season, and everyone had their cute little turtlenecks and their nice neutral colors. Everyone looked beautiful. Straight out like a winter fashion magazine. Great season. Loved it. Alright, next on my list, I had a hard time placing it either 1 or 2, but in the end, I decided to place it as number 2. So it was very close to 1. And that is Heart Season Chinese version Season 4, which is the most recent Chinese version. And that being said, I really love the romance between Melody and Simon and the other castmates, because I felt like they were all really genuinely good friends inside the show and outside the show. And I also liked how this season was dealing with the city life, because the house that they lived in was like a apartment condo style, so they were right in the city. So when they needed to get medicine for someone or want to get food or go shopping, all they had to do was walk down the stairs or ride their bike. And I thought that was really cool because there's more exciting things happened. I don't know, people just really put themselves out there and just go for it. So yeah, I really love this season, and you guys should definitely check it out if you can. Check it out on WeTV. It's great. Okay, so the final ranking, number 1, I had to go with Heart Signal Chinese version Season 2. And there's just something about this season that I just really enjoyed. I think it goes down to like being so much fun to watch, right? Like it has good rewatch value for me. Like this is the season I find myself rewatching over and over again. And I think because I really love the guest panel on this show. Like I really like listening to them, because most of the time when the guest panelists talk, I kind of like fast forward it or kind of like half listen, because they're not really that engaging for me. I know that sounds awful, but they're okay to listen to. My main purpose of these shows is to watch the castmates, how they live and stuff. But I thought this season they did a good balance between the judges and the castmates. So like we saw plenty of the castmates and just enough for the judges so it didn't get too annoying. And I really like the judges, especially Rainey. She's like one of my favorite. I remember growing up watching her shows such as Devil Beside You, and then she was in the original Meteor Garden. So I really enjoyed the judges, so that made me definitely love watching this season. And also the castmates are wonderful, and one of the couples actually, from far as I know, are still together, so that's really exciting. And I love the girls in this season. I love how most of them were like independent and strong and had their own careers and paths, and then the guys, did their own thing, and I really enjoyed that. And of course all the girls in every Heart Signal are beautiful and lovely, and the guys were nice and sweet, and I felt like they were good partners. Like I could see myself, like, yeah, I could see them being, good choices for all of them. And it was just a fun season to watch. Like I just watched it over and over again. It was my personal favorite Heart Signal rankings, and when the new season 5 comes, who knows where it'll go in my listing. But yeah, they're all enjoyable, and I highly recommend you watch every single one of them. They're all wonderful, all much fun, and I hope you guys are, find your love or are in love and just have happiness. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my personal rankings of Heart Signal, Korean and Chinese version. And until next time, take care. Bye!